guys, and welcome back. We are going to be doing some rafters today. Are you ready, Omar?
I am ready.
Are you ready, Nick? We got Nick again today, which is so amazing. We really need help with this part because none of us have done any of this before, but if we put our heads together, maybe we'll figure it out. So, as you already know, we have done this one over here. That's just basically bracing, and a lot of the bracing is done as well. I'm going to be treating the rafters. I think I've got about more than 20 to go. And yeah, we're going to be figuring out how to cut these rafters, the birth mouths basically. So yeah, let's see what happens.
So we had to basically cut all of the rafters individually, and the reason is because it was seasoned wood and we had them chopped at the local wood yard. They weren't exactly 7 by 10s by 3.5 meters. Some were a bit shorter, some were a bit wonky, and also they've started to twist as expected. So to help us to do all of this, we set up a workstation on the top of the container, and we're going to put everything down, measure it, bring it back up to the top, trim it, cut it as needed, and then put it back on and fasten it. It just means that we'll have less accidents that way, and hopefully less mistakes too.
What's going on?
We're just taking the rafter back onto the roof.
Okay.
So I can
You got it?
put some bug killer on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we forgot to treat that one twice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we do need to treat it twice. I will do that after I do.
No, I've done 4 over there. It's just that these 3 that we had up here already.
They
only
need
had
to
1.
redo. Okay.
So we're just getting their second coat.
So how do we know now how to do the birth mouth, or we're not there yet?
Well, Nick knows more than he's letting us. He's holding on to all of his knowledge.
Okay.
It's not very difficult.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a bit like holding on to a vastly deflating balloon. It's holding on to my knowledge.
Oh, okay. So you're talking about how to make the
Put it on
birth
its
mouth.
side.
Careful with there. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Alrighty. Right, now turn it on its. There we go.
Yep.
Is that on the mark?
So we really wanted to try and be as accurate as possible, but it was very difficult because these rafters were so seasoned and they were bending all over the place. And initially we thought using the string would be a good way to get everything to meet in the middle on the top ridge beam. But in the end, it was a lot better for us to just draw everything out on top of it using a pencil, so everything would be evenly spaced out. And in my opinion, it's working really well. We decided that we want to do things completely correctly, well, as best as we can. And so to do that, we need to use one of these squares, which were given to us by Nick. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
But for us to be able to use this, we need to know the actual pitch of the roof. So we're going to go back to high school math and work out our pitch. So at the moment we know the short side and the long side. So first thing,
That one and that one.
we're going to work out our hypotenuse.
Yes.
So this is, just to annoy Nick, 90.3
He likes to work.
and
in millimeters.
276.0. Okay, so we need to figure out what's this, the hypotenuse. So using my mathematical brain,
To find this, you have your opposite and your adjacent. You divide these two numbers and then you use a calculator to find the inverse tangent of this ratio, and then you get your angle.
I have worked out that the pitch of our roof is 18 degrees.
Okay.
18.1.
Okay. Okay, we got it. So now we need to do stuff with that pitch.
Yeah, now we've got to be able to make that information useful.
Okay, perfect.
With this. Should we try and work it out? Should we watch a movie now and see how someone does that?
We're going to educate ourselves, basically.
Yes.
Double check, triple check, and then see what happens. All right.
Let's do that.
So we just had some food.
Yes, it was incredible.
Yeah, thank you, Omar.
burgers and pear and almond cake.
Oh yeah, Nick brought us some cake. Thank you, Nick. And he's doing the first bird mouth. Is that correct?
Yes.
And then hopefully we'll be watching videos about it. So I think we graduated from YouTube University. hopefully it works. It's a really nice view from here. First one.
Yeah. Well, let's just offer it up first. Make sure that.
Yeah, and then you can probably leave time to splash it a little bit, isn't it?
Well, if we just offer it up, make sure it's okay, and then you just turn it on its side. And give it a sploopity sploop.
Good idea. Oh, man,
Alright,
I
then.
can't get over the view from here. It's pretty nice.
Yep. You.
You just not going nowhere.
Move it. Square it up.
Yeah, that's squared.
Oh yes, that's looking great.
How's it looking up there, Nick?
It's no good up here, man.
Oh
What's happening
no.
there?
It's 10 centimeters away from the line.
So is it right on the edge?
So I'm going to have to take off another 10 mil. There we go. Hey, that's
Yeah.
on the mark, yeah?
That's on the mark.
Perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just up there.
So it's not right up there. So we've got to adjust them so that we take off 10 mil here so that
Yeah.
it can slide that way.
Yeah.
Which makes it slightly imperfect, but we know better for next
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
Hopefully. Have you got it?
Yeah, I've got it.
Guys, this is the first time we've done this, so be easy on us, please. We're trying to be as careful and precise as it can be. First rafter! How long did that take? It will take less than that ones, don't worry. Now you know.
How do we... I don't know how we avoid this.
I think what we have to do next time is put, well, if we're not going to use these as templates, we just place them both on the wood. And then instead
Mark
of cutting
it.
one side and then measuring the other side, just measure both sides.
Measure them.
Yeah, measure
the same
this and measure
time.
that at the same time.
Mark them
Cut
up.
both.
Mark them up.
Mark them up.
Mark them
Yeah.
at the same time, yeah. Before cutting
something
it.
that we should try and get is, so this and this is level.
Okay, so what's happened to these two is that
Going in
the first one
doesn't seem
was measure here, cut,
just steady.
measure then, and cut, and then figure out that it didn't match. And the second one was done the same, so they're just gonna cut it.
Yeah, it's
But we
definitely
think
38.
that it's best
380.
380
to measure
there.
both of them. Measure that, just line it up here. Measure, cut, and cut, instead of cutting first and then measuring that one after. Maybe not. Just makes sense to do it both at the same time, because maybe that one doing it first, that one changes later. So basically today is the day we figure out things, and tomorrow is the day we go on you know, more power. Today it's like, is this right? Is this right? Look at this. It's such a nice piece of land. I'm sorry to say this all the time, but it's great. You know, I'm gonna have a little walk and I'm gonna take you guys with me. I'm gonna take it out here. I'm gonna do a better.
Because when I was up there.
Yeah, it's
Okay, well, they're having a little discussion. I'm gonna show you. A lot of people are like, what are you guys working in the house? I'm gonna give you a better tour of the house. I actually want to make a video about the plans that we have for the house because they have a slightly changed, and I think a lot of you haven't watched our very first video. And to be very honest, we didn't really know what we were doing back then when it comes to video making for YouTube. We were like, Mom, Dad, look what we got. And that's basically what we were doing back then. And some plans have changed. So it will be very interesting to make another whole video with a tour with like plans and like things that we want to do, because it's important that you guys know what sort of property we have. A lot of you have said, why are you not spending the money on the house? Why are you spending so much money on this roof that you're building? Because we have a very dilapidated house, like with the use in a very responsible manner of the word dilapidated, very, very much a ruin. It's basically a house that has outbuildings, which is here. I'm gonna get out of camera so you understand. So I'm in the courtyard right now, okay? A lot of you are familiar with this area. That's the house. That's a dwelling, which is like a kitchen and I don't know what that was, like living room, I don't know. And then here it's our outbuilding. This here is a room that is very close to our container. So I'm just gonna show you very quickly. Okay, there is no floor. I mean, apart from all the obvious things like electricity, plumbing, insulation, gutting, you know, plumbing, flooring, floor insulation. It's completely bare, you know. So yeah, it is an urban land. It is definitely considered the whole place as a ruin. It's not divided into like the house and the outbuildings. And this here is a hole. That wall is coming outwards. That wall actually needs to kind of like be reinforced. And that's just, this is one example. Okay, this is just one example. Oh, something just dropped. And then we got the front of the house, and then we got this area. Look at the roof. Okay, that roof. Look at the roof over here. This is all leg tiles as well, with holes. And this is nothing really. Water tank. It was these labels: kitchen, bedroom. They mean nothing really because they aren't anything like that. Outbuilding. Okay, I'm gonna do a better tour and then I'll show you the house another day. That's the adega over there, which in an episode, I think, I'm not sure, 10-9, we took the whole thing out because it's there's a bit more air going through and it's better. The money that we're spending on the roof, it would have gone to very little here. It wouldn't have improved our living conditions. It wouldn't have improved our comfort. It wouldn't have made our stay during the winter better. It wouldn't have, you know, contributed to house a fridge and a better stove with an oven. And you know, we don't have any of those things. We don't have an oven, we don't have a 4-ring stove, and we don't have a shelter shower. You know, those are really now I consider them luxury, but many of you are probably considering necessities that we also need. So we need a proper place to be comfortable during the winter, because a lot of people have this misconception that Portugal is very warm. It's not during the winter. It's quite a cold country during the winter, and its insulation is like, it's so important to be insulated, and so that's our priority right now. So I understand that a lot of you are really looking forward to the house. It will happen, but we're going to be in the container for a while, because we need to place a toilet here and a shower, and fix the roof, and insulation, fix our stone walls, and insulate everything, and put some flooring and guttering. And guys, if you're here for the long run, you have plenty of things to watch. There's just so many things that are gonna happen in this project. I will definitely make a whole new video about our plans, and I would love to hear your thoughts about water conservation, and how to do solar power in the terms of like with batteries, without battery, what about the grid? And if you live in Portugal and you know this, please let us know. And I would love to hear your ideas about permaculture and how to make things a little bit more sustainable without breaking the bank, because a lot of these methods are very expensive as well. So yeah, this is why we're doing the roof, guys. This is a long-term plan and project. It's gonna be gorgeous. We have a lot of good thoughts. We want to have our family here. We're even thinking maybe some of you would like to stay in the future. When we have the container, then we have people to stay here later, so because what we want to do is, I'll tell you in another video our plans, because we're gonna do things in stages. We can't do the house boom. We have to do it in stages, because money is going to be at the moment it's not, we're fine, but this will need a lot of money, and we work in tourism. That's not happening yet. So until then, we need to pace ourselves and just think about how to make our life more comfortable and things like that. I hope that was a big ramble, but I think it's really important that you guys understand our plans and see where we're going through this, and any ideas are always welcome. I love your ideas, guys. Thank you very much. Going back to the roof here.
Yeah, it's flushed there.
Absolutely.
Hey, well, there we go. We've got it now.
So
See, I told you.
are you filming this?
Yes.
So you're going to take that one off and use it as a patch.
You know how much these guys have been doing this for? It's like, right, like here's the sun, like it's long time. Just a very quick reminder that we have a Q&A video coming up. Why don't you go to our community tab and post your question. Okay, so this is the afternoon. Nick already have left, and I'm just doing a recap. It took a long time. Omar is cold, it's getting chilly, guys. Okay, so 3 rafters today. Perfect, it's fine, because we have Wednesday. We have another day. People are busy tomorrow, Tuesday. Just a little bit of context. This video is for Sunday, so you see we work hard for you guys. And because it's very difficult, it was just a tad tricky to figure it out. Why? That there is not straight, because it's straight, isn't it? It's straight-ish.
Yeah.
So those need to be cut individually, so the top is straight. That is the most important, and then that needs to be done as well. So I think what you guys, the conclusion was that you have to measure at the same time and then cut afterwards.
Yeah,
correct?
you can't do one at a time.
Not
you
one
both sides. Draw both sides and then cut both sides.
Yeah, not draw one, cut, and then draw the other one, because then it kind of goes out of sync. And then the top is all level. This on the top is level, and that on the top is level, so we're good. So now we have to work out a system to then be able to do things, in a sequence and effectively, so everyone is very productive. A lot of tough words here, but yeah, I think it's been figured out by the guys, which is amazing. And the pitch is also correct. It's interesting that about the pitch, once we get the tiles, I think we're gonna go tomorrow to get information about the tiles. I talked to you a little bit about the tiles because it's quite interesting that. And you have different tiles in Portugal basically, and they all need different pitches and all of that, so you have to take that into account when you're doing your roof. So yeah, this is looking great. It's looking really good. I think there is a little bit more of confidence in the build. Once you get to the next bit, then you have to kind of work yourself up to your confidence, and then you can go on overdrive. And then today it's done. And we're gonna have a cup of tea. And then we'll see you guys back here later. Today is a very exciting day because we are going to get some
Tiles!
Yes! We're gonna go and take you guys with us. We have a local great distributor that have loads of different tiles, even color ones like blue ones and green ones, but we don't get some of those. And we're gonna see what we can get.
Yeah, it's very exciting. Let's see what the credit card allows us to do.
Okay, so here are the tiles. We got these ones are a bit more modern. You need quite a big pitch for that, I would imagine. So these are looser tiles with all different colors. These are like shiny, a little bit darker, black. These look really pretty. They look like they're a bit old. And then those are Marseille tiles. You need a bigger pitch for that as well. But I think we're gonna go for one of these ones. We just have to decide which.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we have bought the tiles. We have bought some really non-traditional tiles. I'm a little bit nervous about it because they're like different color tiles. Like one tile has like this paint effect. So when you look at it from afar, it looks like
Rustic.
they look really rustic, like they are not new, but they're called Piemontese tiles, kind of like that. And I'm really excited because it's gonna make a feature of the roof. And this tile is a looser tile that it's make look like a leg tile, and the whole property, the house, everything is gonna be with the same tiles. Everything's gonna be quite cohesive.
So it's quite important we get this right now.
Yeah, exactly.
The
So they're going.
over there.
Yeah, man is going with the lit. So you see, from far, this is gonna look very different. This is very exciting. Okay. Yeah, they're all different colors.
It's quite a wider variety of colours. I like it.
Yeah, me too. No, oops. Excellent. Okay.
Okay, I think we should go for it.
We get a discount for that.
I'm gonna pay for this one.
We just got our tiles.
You got that piece of paper?
Yes, I have it.
Want to hold on to that?
Yeah, we don't want to miss that. Really happy, really beautiful tiles. It's not your typical old reds. They're a bit more pricey, but I think it's worth it. So we're gonna have some beautiful tiles.
Yes, they're
Yeah.
not the cheapest.
No, with the black of the Shosugi band and the stone of the house. I think the whole thing together is gonna tie it up really pretty in the future.
Very happy.
Yay! We are back home and we have got ourselves some ripa as well. Ripa is towel buttons. And just to give you a little bit of context here, how much is a packet of these?
12 euros?
12 euros. So 12 of them. So it's €1 each, basically.
Should we go inside?